Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome viewers to Khalsa Primary School, where we are hosting a summer Slough Khalsa Camp 2018. It runs every year since the school's been open, and today is the day we're going to visit the camp. We're going to see the Assembly Divan today. We're going to see what's been going on outside. We're going to visit classrooms. We're going to see what activities is going on in the camp. And we're going to try and speak to some of the children of the camp, see what they've been learning, see what they've been doing at the camp, and also the adult sevadars, and see what they feel about the camp. So let's come inside now. Let's have a look and see what happened in the Khalsa camp. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
दुख बिन से सुख पाया दयाल हुआ पार ब्रह्म स्वामी पूरा सतगुर ध्याया प्रभु की शरण सगल पहलाते दुख बिन से सुख पाया दयाल हुआ पार ब्रह्म स्वामी पूरा सतगुर ध्याया प्रभु जियो तू मेरो साहिब दाता कर कृपा प्रभु दीन दयाला गुण गावो रंग राता रहाओ सतगुर नाम निदान दृढ़ाया चिंता सगल विनाशी कर कृपा अपने कर लीना कर कृपा अपनो कर लीना मन बस्या विनाशी ताको बिघ्न न को लागे जो सतगुर अपने राखे चरण कमल बसे हृद अंतर अमृत हर रस चाखे कर सेवा सेवक प्रभ अपने जिन मन की इश पुजाई नानक दास ताके बलिहारै जिन पूर्ण पैज रखाई नानक दास ताके बलिहारै जिन पूर्ण पैज रखाई
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी
जो लड़े दीन के हेत सूरा सो जो लड़े दीन के हेत सूरा सो वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Viewers, as you can see, this is the main part of Khalsa camp. This is where the children come. This is why they come, because of all the fun activities they're doing. Today we got go-karting for the younger children. As you can see, they're enjoying themselves, going around and having a fun time there. We always have bouncy castles every year, different types of bouncy castles, all the fun ones. And we've got special events. Today's special events in the far corner, you see a long queue. That's children getting paintballing done. They're shooting targets using paintballs, and for the older kids. So these are what attracts children to the camp. All the fun activities to show that Sikhi is fun, as well as important to learn, but also fun with all these activities that are going on in the camp. So as you can see, the children enjoying themselves, having a great time. We also have a special outdoor gym, which the school invested in a couple of years ago. The money raised by the Millah, and children get to enjoy being fit and healthy using the outdoor gym, which is open to all children from the camp and even in normal school as well. We have children all the time, every day, using the gym to keep fit and active. So we're going to go around in a little while and meet some of the children, speak to them and see what they think about the camp. So let's come along and see the children. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Viewers, we have our youngest children at the Khalsa camp. We have Simran Kaur here and other children who are about the same age. And we're going to ask them now what they think about the camp and their first initial responses. So, Simran, what do you think about this camp? What have you learned and why are you here?
I think this camp is going very well so far, as it's inspiring young children to learn more about the religion and about their faith. And as well as that, I've learned many things about the Sikh community and what they've done, and especially the exhibition really helped with some of us as young girls.
Good. What's your best highlight of the camp? What's the one thing you've been will remember the most from this camp so far?
What I remember the most is the talk in the Darbar Hall about the Shabads, like the meanings of the Shabads, because that really touched me in a way, because it's really true what Bhagat Kabir ji said, and it's not like just there. It's like when you understand something, you feel more connected to it in a way. So that really was inspiring for me.
So as you can see, the camp is not just making children learn about fun things as well, but also learn about Sikhi through good Shabad, Gurbani, Ityas, looking at our history as well, and inspiring children, inspiring the next generation to become future Sikhs and become aspiring Sikhs themselves. Young lady, what do you think about the camp yourself?
I'm very grateful for all the Siva dads that have taken time off to teach us. I love all the activities, and I think from the exhibition I've learnt lots, and I've realised that soldiers' work is just as hard as ours, and lots of Sikh soldiers fought for the World War I and World War II.
Wow, excellent. So even from our history, children are learning things and also learning the quality of being grateful for the Sevadars who've taken time out for the whole week to be here. Some of them are mothers, some of them are teachers, but we've all taken time out to be here with the kids and to help them learn about Sikhi at the camp. Yes, what do you think about the camp? What was your reaction to the camp?
My reaction to the camp is that I love it because it helps me to understand more about my religion, and that it teaches me more than what I know. Okay. And my parents learn things from me as well. Excellent. That I learn from this camp.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. We're just going to ask children now to stand together like soldiers, like saint soldiers, and say a big Jakara for everyone. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Right, together, 1, 2, 3. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Okay, thank you very much, children. We'll come and see you
Sangat ji,
again soon.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. As you can see, right now we're in front of the go-kart. We're waiting in the queue. As you can see, there's a long queue of kids over here waiting to get their turn in the go-karts. We're here now joined with two campers, two very young campers. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. How are you doing? Are you enjoying this camp? How's it going?
A lot. Yesterday we did paintballing, which is very fun.
Okay, great. So you did paintballing, it was very fun. What is one thing that you really enjoyed in this camp?
The bouncy castle.
The bouncy castle, great. Okay, so can you tell us one thing that you've learned in this Sikhi camp that you're going to take back home, and something that you didn't know before you came into this camp?
Well, I've seen how to recognise people if they're getting bullied.
So bullying, you've learned. So did you have a talk about that? Yeah. Great. And what is one thing you've learned?
To be a saint soldier.
To be a saint soldier. Okay, let's just finish off. How do we say the Fateh? Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Sangat ji, as you can see here, we've got in a group of 4 campers over here who are having a lot of fun. As you can see at the go-karts, they're going around. I think they're having a race over here. This is Class 8A. As you can see, there's a very long queue as well waiting for this go-karting. It's very happy to see all these kids having fun at a Sikhi camp here. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣੀ ਆਇਆ ਗੋ ਕਾਰਟਿੰਗ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਸੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ Okay guys, you just did go-karting. How did you find it?
I found it very well. On the corners, I think I was best at. And yeah, that's it.
So did you guys enjoy it? Was it fun?
I thought it was very fun, and it was in the corner too. It was like you're gonna hit yourself.
So which one of you guys won the race? Like, who was it? You guys. Great. Okay, so are you guys having a lot of fun at the Sikhi camp? What's one thing that you've learned that you're going to take back home? Any of you?
To always be grateful.
Okay, Sangat ji, that's one thing these children have learned, to always be grateful. Absolutely amazing. Hanji Sangat ji, now we're joined with 2 sevadars and also the campers over here who are waiting in the queue for the bouncy castle. Sevadars, how are you finding the day? How are you finding this camp?
Yeah, it's a lovely camp. It's good to give something back to the community because we've been coming in for the last 5 or so years now. It's good to give something back to the kids and let them have the same opportunities that we had when we came to the camp.
That's absolutely amazing. And I want to ask you, like, you doing bouncy castle seva, cool. How is it? Do you find it difficult? Are you having fun along with it?
At first, some of the kids are like very naughty, so you have to tell them what to do. And there's a lot of health and safety as well, so like they have to line up straight, jumping on each other. But it's fun. It's very fun helping out.
Of course, Sangaji. Now we're going to ask these children how much fun they're having over here. Are you enjoying this camp?
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot.
Absolutely wicked. Okay, let's ask one of those things. Let me take my shoes off quickly. Sing, you having fun on the bouncy castle?
Yeah.
You enjoying this camp?
Yeah, very much.
Very good, very good. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat ji, we're now joined with some more campers, very young campers over here who are waiting to be queued up for this bouncy castle over here. It looks a lot bigger than the last one over here. Guys, are you enjoying this camp?
Oh, yes!
Great, okay. So what's the most fun thing you've done so far at this camp?
I think the arcade, because it's like in a van, and there's like loads of the Wii and the VR. It's so good.
Okay, so you've enjoyed...
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
The castle is amazing.
Okay. Okay. Are you guys looking forward to go on that bouncy castle?
Yes.
Yeah? Great. Okay. So what's one thing that you've learned at this camp that you're going to be taking back home with you that you didn't know?
I think all the Sikh history I learnt from the tent. So like for
Exhibition.
the 21 seats versus like 10,000 soldiers, but the 21 seats actually won. So that's actually wow.
Absolutely wicked. We'll come to these campers as well now. We're going to be talking what type of different events did you guys do? What did you take part in? Something that you enjoyed? What type of things?
So we got to do martial arts and learn how to defend yourself, and we also talked to the police and we learned how
Safety.
Yeah. So we learned how to keep safe, and if someone comes to attack you, you know what to do.
Okay, that's really good. So you learned self-defense. Okay, so will you be coming to this camp next year?
Of course, definitely.
So you would definitely recommend this to the other Sangat watching? Very good. Thank you. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa. Hanji Sangat ji, as you can see, it's looking very fun. I'm going to be a bit naughty right now. I'm going to skip the queue and just see how much fun they're having, because it's looking quite fun in here. Let me just quickly come in and have a few words with the children, the campers who are in here right now. First of all, we've got the sevadar to make sure health and safety wise. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Yeah, I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, good. So, what's your role over here in this bouncy castle? What you've been doing?
Making sure everyone's safe and everyone's having fun.
Of course, safety is also very important, guys. So let's talk to one of our campers who's having quite a lot of fun. Who wants to have a talk? Okay, everyone come in. So you're having fun at this camp?
Yeah, very.
Okay, so what's the most fun thing that you've done so far?
This bouncy castle.
So you're liking this bouncy castle? Very good. So you planning to come to this camp next year?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
That's really good. So carry on having fun and hope to see you soon. Yeah? Anji Sangaji, we're here now joined with Sroop Singh, one of the camp sevadars who's doing the stars, turbans, bugs for all these campers. So they're waiting in the queue right now. We're going to ask one of our camper over here. You wanting to tie the star today?
Yes.
Great. So what is the star to you? Like if you want to look to camera and explain what is it? What do you know about the star?
I don't really know.
You don't know? Okay, is that something you could like maybe ask someone in this camp and maybe you can learn that and you can go away from him? Is that okay? Yeah. Very good. Okay, so you're here in the line to tie the star? Yeah? So what do you know about the star? Something that you've known?
Sikhs wear it to show respect.
Yes. Respect, of course, and also the star is also like a crown, isn't it? Yeah, so a crown means like royalty, so you're becoming royalty, right?
Yeah.
Very good, Sangaji. So you can see these kids have a very high, absolutely amazing how they're wanting to tie the stars. And let's just see more of this. Very good. Anji Sangaji, we're joined with who? What's your name right now?
Jeevan.
Jeevan. Okay, so you enjoying this camp so far?
It's great. I love it. It's like the quality is amazing.
That's very good, Sangaji. So you can see one of our younger campers saying how much they're actually enjoying this camp right now. So you're lining up for this bouncy castle right now. You're looking forward to it?
Yes, it's a great bouncy castle. You go through obstacles and everything.
Okay, so I don't want to like take much of your time because I know you're queuing up. If I want to just let you go in now, and then we'll see how you find it when you come back out. Yeah, go on, have fun. Hanji Sangaji, we're now waiting. Okay, here he is. Is that you, Jeevan Singh, the same person we interviewed just when he came up? How was that? Did you have fun?
Good, yes. It was brilliant.
Very good. That's good to see you having fun. Hanji Sangaji, so now it's break time for the children. They're all coming out, as you can see. It's a lot more rush outside here. So for our snacks, we've got a lot of food, so a lot of healthy food, of course, for the children to keep them active in this camp because they can be getting tired. So we've got bananas and apples. You can see a lot more rush. The kids are all out for break now. We're going to be, as you can see, the kids are getting their food now. And yeah, we're going to be asking you, how are you finding this camp?
I'm finding it very interesting as there's many activities to do.
Very good. So what have you learnt?
I've learned that it's very important to do Simran as it could help you a lot in the future.
Thank you, that's very good. As you heard this young girl said, she said Simran is very important, and that is very important, that very cool at how she has learnt this, that Simran is important, and that's very good that you've learnt this from this camp. Thank you. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm now joined right now with one of our senior sevadars at this camp, Baljeet Kaur Penji. Let's just ask her now, what is your role at this camp?
I'm with 11 years old. I'm their team leader, so I'm helping them out with getting to activities, getting to classes as well. And it's a great opportunity for me to teach year 11 kids. It's vital age for them as well. They're turning into teenagers, and I think it's important for them to learn about Sikh values so they can bring them up in teenage when they grow up and stuff. I think that's a good thing.
So Penji, you being the sevadar over here, you know how much children are learning, how much they're taking back home from these camps. What would you say, like from when they start the camp and when they come out of the camp, what is it they learn? What is it, the basics, like what is it they do?
From the talks as well, we always do a reflection at the end of every day, and they do tell us what they learned about mind, how Simran helps you grow, how Simran helps you concentrate. We also do a pledge every day, so they write it down and they tell us what they're going to do at home, and how they're going to carry on after the camp as well. So we get kids back every year. Even I was the camper for last 5 years as well. From last 3 years I've been doing Seva as well. And I think it really helps them remember things. Simran, Gurmantar, they do all the things as well. And Shabad that we do, theme Shabad, Surah So Pehchani Hai, they remember that as well and they know the meanings and we discuss that in the class as well. And one thing we make sure is that they discuss this with their parents as well because parents play an important part in every kid's life as well.
That's very good. So one thing I saw in today in the morning assembly at the Gurdwara was everything that was happening, the Hukanama, the Das, all the Shabbas, that were sang by these campers. I was very, I found it really amazing how everybody, so it wasn't any staff or Sevadars helping out. So about that, you can see how the younger generation are learning from this. What would you say about that? Yeah.
And also this is one of the largest camps in whole of England and we have around 500 kids, which is amazing. And most of them sing in the Darbar Hall as well. It's just amazing to see everyone do that because that's showing us our new generation is getting into Sikhi. We should be proud of us ourselves. I think all the Sevadars are doing a great job as well here, and especially the head Mandeep Singh. He's doing a great job organising everything for us. Hopefully this carries on and we have more kids next year so we can carry on the Sikh value thing, and hopefully these kids will be Sevadars in the future and Sikh Qawm will unite and good.
So Hanji, exactly like you said, this camp is growing every year, a lot of children, but I think along with these kids, the Sevadars also play a very big part. So on behalf from Sikh channel, we want to say a big thank you to all of you Sevadars who are helping out. That's fine. Thank you. Hanji Sangaji, we're now over here on the field where there's paintballing happening. The organisation which is running this paintballing is Skirmish, which are from Wickham. As you can see, all this, there's a big queue also for paintballing right now. Over 9s this is. Yesterday it was under 9s because yesterday it was a little bit safer, I would say, for the younger generation. It was with rubber balls. However, today for the over 9s, it's actual paintballing. Yeah, so let's quickly ask these young campers how they're finding this camp and also how they're looking forward to paintballing right now. So gonna ask anyone, one of you. Okay, ji, Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh. So you guys are lining up for paintballing. Are you guys looking forward to it?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so which one of you are the better ones at paintballing? Would you who's going to win? Who's going? Okay, very good. So you guys are very looking forward to it, guys? Yeah? Okay, so you guys enjoying this camp so far?
Yeah.
What's one thing that you've learned, you'd say?
I've learned lots about Sikhi and my past when I wasn't alive and all the Sikh and the armies and stuff.
So you've learned about your past life. Very good. You can go and have your turn. We will also share how you did. Different events. What different events have you been doing?
Well, we're doing arcade. We've been doing arcade, bouncy castle, go-karting, and like paintballing.
So a lot of fun games happening over here, Sangaji. I'll let you guys watch and hopefully you guys have fun at paintballing, yes? Thank you.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਸੇਵਾਦਾਰ ਬਥੇਰੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਕੈਂਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸਾਡੇ ਬੀਬੀ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ, ਬੀਬੀ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕੌਰ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਵਾਲ ਦੱਸਣਗੇ ਕੈਂਪ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ, ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੈਂਪ, ਮਤਲਬ ਕੀ ਉਹਦਾ ਸੋਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਕੈਂਪ ਬਾਰੇ।
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹਾਂ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਅਰੇਂਜਮੈਂਟ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛਾ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਸਥਾਨ ਨੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਿਖਾਏ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਸਾਡੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਅਗਾਂਹ ਵੱਧ ਸਕਦੀ ਆ। ਇਹ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਨਕਰੇਜ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਆ, ਹੌਸਲਾ ਵੱਧਦਾ ਆ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਕੈਂਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੈਂਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ ਕਰਨ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕੁਛ ਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਸਾਡੇ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਆ ਗਾਂ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਇਮ ਰੱਖੇ। ਸੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਬੀਬੀ ਜੀ, ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੇਵਾ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਾਲ ਕੈਂਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਹੌਸਲਾ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। It's your first time hosting? Practice. I think Manpreet might have found a new job now.
Me,
Right, here we have Bibi Darshan Kaur now trying paintballing herself. So again, it's open to all ages. We're letting children and Sevadars have a go at paintballing, just to give them an idea of what Sikh soldiers were like, having to shoot targets themselves in World War One, World War Two.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We're now joined with the class 12 to 13A, with Baji over here being the Sevadar of this group. Baji, how are you finding this camp? How are you finding the group?
The camp's been quite well. The group's been quite well behaved. We're about to go on to paintballing now. They've had a little talk in the Vaughan about sun supply, which has been quite good. And yeah, the camp's been really good so far.
Very good, Baji. I want to say thank you to you for being the Sevadar, because without the Sevadars, these camps wouldn't be able to be running how they are. So now we'll be asking these campers, are you guys having fun at this camp?
Yeah, I love it.
Very good. Okay, so what's your most favourite event you've done so far?
Paintballing.
Paintballing. So have you done? Okay. So what's the most favourite activity?
Gaming bar.
Quite a few people enjoy the arcade. So what's one thing that you've learned at this camp that you're going to be taking home with you?
How to stay safe from grooming.
Okay, so is that something you learned as in a talk?
I learned like how to stay safe from it and how to avoid it and how not to like become involved with it.
That's very
one of
good.
the topics that they had in one of the talks yesterday. And yeah, so today they have a gender workshop as well. So the boys will be split from the girls, where they'll be able to ask Mani Paji and Anand Kaur questions of anything that they want to ask them. And yeah, so it's quite good camp.
Thank you. So as you heard, there's a lot going on. Hopefully you'll be able to cover those activities they'll be doing today. Thank you. Sangaji, as you can see, the children and campers over here are now having the break time. As you can see, we're now in the gym area, so a lot of very hot weather right now, along with people being very active and some being a little bit slower. We're going to be talking now to you. How are you finding this camp?
It's very fun here, and we've been getting up to loads of activities.
What type of activities have you been doing and what have you enjoyed most?
Monday the army came and they told us about loads of opportunities they have. I think that's been the most fun activity we've done. And today we're going to be doing paintballing next.
Great, the army, so you enjoyed that. Okay, so do you watch Sikh Channel? Do you like it? What's your favourite program at Sikh Channel?
I'm not sure, there's loads of good varieties of channels.
Yes, that's something at Sikh Channel. We don't keep it boring. We do try to make it different. A lot of variety at Sikh Channel. So I'll let you carry on having fun. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Very good. I'll let you carry on having.
Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Viewers, we have been very privileged to see at the camp. We've had on this site, on the Khalsa Primary School site, we've got a very, very unique and amazing Sikh martial history exhibition. History from the Guru's times, throughout history in the world wars, what Sikhs have done, their contribution to the world, and all the battles that have been fought, not just for the Sikh Panth but also for the world itself, for world freedom, for people's rights. And this exhibition is an example of what the history of those sacrifices, that martial history that Sikhs, that Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji started with Miri Piri and Guru Gobind Singh Ji solidified through the Khalsa Panth, through making the Khalsa, and the legacy left behind. So the legacy of the Khalsa is within this exhibition. All the information you see is historical facts. This is the only way our future generations will know their history and be able to preserve their history, to see how great Sikhs have been in history, what they've done, not just for our Qawm, for our Panth, but also for the world as well. When the world needed them in great battles, where the Sikhs have come forward and shown the greatest bravery anyone can ever imagine in these battles. So this exhibition is on site. We've got children at the camp who've been coming to and visiting this exhibition. Parents have been coming with them after the camp to visit as well. It's open to the public from 11 to 7. From every single day up until next Sunday, 12th of August. Exhibition is here, but please take this chance. It's only in Slough for 2 weeks. This is your only chance to learn your history, bring your children, let them learn the history as well, and see what Sikhi is about. Sikhi, see what the history of the martial race has been throughout history, and you'll find so amazing facts. And I'm sure people have maybe family members, great-grandfathers or forefathers who have maybe been in one of these battles, maybe in the world wars, or perhaps they've got some sort of link to the army as well. So we're going to have a quick view of the exhibition first, so you can see loads of pictures, loads of stills. Here we have, as our school competition. We had an art and writing competition in our school, which showed children from years 3 to 6, and there's loads of entries, and these are the winners, showing they're depicting the theme of Sikh soldiers in World War I. So these were the images that they drew, and every picture you see has a story behind it. It wasn't just a picture you draw, but they had to write about what the reason was for the drawings. And some of them reasons are very personal. Some of them tried to draw their own family members who they imagined to be in the army. Some of them want to draw the whole universal message of what Sikh soldiers were like in the army and how it must have been for them. So they put a lot of thought and ideas, and the poems they've written as well has been from the heart. Children have come up with amazing imagination to describe what it must have been like for Sikh soldiers, and also what contribution they made to the world, what they've left for us, what legacy they've left behind. And children have brought out their compassion and shown through their own writings how important Sikh soldiers were, not just for our religion but for the world as well, what their contributions are to everyone. And these are all the different organizations and people who have contributed to this exhibition. Not just the Legacy of Valor team is the main team organization that's part of this, but along with other partners who've put this whole exhibition together. If you take a quick round, it's amazingly informative, and it'll make any Sikh and non-Sikh proud of what Sikhs are. Any non-Sikh can come and visit and see what legacy Sikhs have made and how amazing our history is and what contributions we've made, not just to this country but to the rest of the world, in so many world wars, in battles, and other great acts of bravery they've put in history. So a quick glimpse around what the organization, Legacy Valor Society, what they've contributed to this exhibition and to all the work they've done beforehand to be part of this. And they're putting the exhibition together, how much work went into it, how many people they've had to get involved. And we had an opener on Saturday. We had the marathon runner Fauja Singh, we had Ravi Singh from Khalsa Aid, Sikh soldiers from the British Army. We had Lieutenant from RAF come and be one of the hosts for our great opening. Our local MP, Tandesi, also came as part of the grand opening of this exhibition just last Saturday to show everyone how important this exhibition is and why Sikhs and non-Sikhs alike should be coming here, not just know a bit part of world history, what it is Sikhs have done, their own contributions to the world, and their very famous acts where no one else would report this. So this is an amazing exhibition for all to see, all to learn from, and it will not just take a 10 quick minute tour, it actually takes you hours to come in, read the part of the history, read these famous people, what they've done, what the story is behind every single image you see, who is the image of, and what are these people doing, what are their contributions, and you'll be amazed by what titles they have. Commander, Lieutenant, Captain, so many different titles of 7 different roles in the Sikh army that these Sikhs have taken and have upon themselves, and what great medals, awards they've achieved through their valor, bravery, courage. Again, not just Sikhs in England, but Sikhs across the world, America, Canada, Australia, other parts of the world where Sikhs have made contributions, joined the armed forces, joined the military in their own regions, and what contributions they've made, what respect they've earned, what honours they've earned from their fellow colleagues, from the rest of the country, from their own armed forces. This is just a glimpse of what our history is about. But when you come here, you'll be so amazed by the detail they have in the history, what things we never remembered, never even knew about. You'll come and learn. And so it's important for not just adults, but children to come, realize their history, realize what Sikhs have done in history, where they've come from, what they've achieved, and maybe one day your child could become that history, make history themselves, whichever part of the world they're from, and be a part of this great legacy that Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj has left behind for the Sikhs through making the Khalsa, and how the legacy is lived on in so many different ways across the world, and how the Sant Sapai, the theme of the camp, has really resonates across all areas of the Khalsa Primary School this week. Again, Sikhs from across the world, in different countries, their contributions, what positions they held in the armed forces and the military, and that tradition, the legacy from Guru Gobind Singh's time, and how it's evolved into something that the world is amazed by. So this is the only way we can preserve our history, reveal to the world what our history is, all the detail that's gone into the research behind all this, all the quotes and everything, all the photos you see, the historical photos, not very easy to find. And they will collect us together to produce this amazing exhibition. And it's only by coming here, don't think it's just pass through or come again next time. You never know when these sort of exhibitions will come around. You need to make the chance now to come along to this exhibition, come and visit, take time out, an hour, 2 hours, and really learn, absorb the information, absorb what you've seen here today. And bring the children here. You might not get enough done in one visit. One family said they're going to come 2-3 times, an hour at a time, just to visit one section, another section, just to absorb all the information they're seeing here of what it is they need to know about the history and all the different aspects of history which they never knew about. The forgotten history, you can say, of the Sikhs that rarely gets mentioned in any books, any history books, any internet searches, and something you have to actually come here and see yourselves because of the amount of research that's gone into this. You might not find this anywhere else. So the whole exhibition is like a journey in history from the times of the Gurus, what legacy they left behind, what amazing heroic acts they showed in their times, and after Guru Gobind Singh's time, from the Vadde Sahibzade, the heroic feats in the Battle of Chimkaur, and how many battles Sikhs have fought since then, from the times of Banda Singh Bahadur and onwards after that, what other battles, what other things Sikhs have done to show that great legacy, valor, courage, and a martial spirit that Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj also instilled in all the Sikhs since their times, and where it's sprouted, where it's grown and flourished into so many different areas across the world. So Benti is to all the Sangat out there who are watching this, please come along, make use of the exhibition. By the time you see this recording of the Sikh camp, there's just be that 1 week left. The Sunday the 12th of August is when this exhibition is here till. So please make the time to take time out, visit. You come in the evenings. It's open from 11 to 7 every day. And take time out, come and visit the exhibition. You can take pictures, read the information, read the stories behind all the different aspects of history, and really learn about where we've come from. What it is the Gurus have shown us, taught us, and how it's shone through history. There's stories here you may never have heard of before, never seen before. Paintings, pictures you may never have seen before. You get to learn the meaning behind the photos, read the captions, and just see how great our history is, how rich our history is compared to any other faith, community, ethnic group. And this is something we need to teach our children, to preserve our history, and to also to inspire the future generations so they become the future history for ourselves. They can rewrite the history books by including themselves in their great acts of heroism, acts in the armed forces, by their accomplishments, achievements, and they'll contribute to the world to show Sikhs how much we serve humanity, and we're a panth that is not here just for ourselves, but we're here for the world, for Sarbatta Pala, looking out for all and the well-being of all mankind. Rare historical pictures, never seen before, perhaps from archives that are not readily available, and you would find them in a Google search. And these are only going to be revealed to you if you come to the exhibition to learn about and see for yourselves how great our history is, the different battles Sikhs have fought in the world wars, and marking 100 years of World War I, and to mark and respect those Sikhs that fought in the World War I, came from India, perhaps never been to overseas before, and went and fought in different countries around Europe for the first time, and died in countries they've never been to before, maybe never heard of before, but they did this all for our freedom, for world freedom, to protect us from the enemies of the time. Taking lessons from Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj to give your life for, even if it's for another religion, but you protect humanity, protect the rights of others, even if it costs you your own life. Sangat Ji, we have Parminder Singh here, who's also part of the exhibition. He's one of the people at the desk who's teaching people about the exhibition. He's also been part of the organisation of putting this exhibition together. Tusi Paji Marmota kaise the exhibition ware, what was the purpose for this exhibition, and what's the reasoning behind bringing this to Slough and showing it to the rest of the open to the public?
Yes, it's the first kind of exhibition which has taken place in this country, and we have actually done a lot of research. Our chairman has done. So Legacy of Valor team put together, particularly from Reading, and it's been very well received by the public because they have not seen many of the pictures and the writings before. what the contribution India had made, particularly the Sikhs, who were almost like 2/3 of the total army units. Yeah, so that's actually been because of the Sikhi camp in this school. And quite a lot of the children were very much impressed. They made a lot of comments and so on. And it's been very well received so far. It's only the third day of the openings, so it's been going very well, actually, indeed. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
So Sasangaji, this is your chance. The exhibition is only here for another week after this, so please make the time out. We've got the children at this camp being amazed. So all the 500 children that come to this camp have all taken time out to visit the exhibition, learn about some stuff, and bring their parents after the camp to learn about this exhibition. And for the rest of you who've not been able to come to the camp, this is your chance to see the exhibition for yourselves. It's a camp in itself where they learn so much about their own history, things they've never learned before in history before, and you're never going to see this in history books. So please come along, learn about their own Sikh history and where we've evolved from the times of the Gurus, and something to be proud of, where children can come away from this thinking, wow, I want to become like these people, I want to join the army, join the RAF, I want to become one of these soldiers, I want to become this great person that these exhibitions are showing today. Okay, so Sangaji, please Benti to come along this exhibition before it goes away to somewhere else where you may not get another chance again to see it. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Hanji Sangaji, as you can see, we are in a workshop event with the age 8 to 11. This workshop is called Sanspai Drama, which is being run by Amarpreet Singh, who has been doing seva for quite a few years along with this camp. As you can see, all these kids are enjoying themselves and singing along with the Shabad. Sangaji was outside a classroom, 14 plus classroom. They're having a workshop and a talk by Benji over here. As you can see inside, it's a very interactive talk. A lot's happening inside. This is the modern battle. This is the discussion on issues affecting Sikh youth today. And this workshop is being run by Harsimrat Kaur. As you can see, is very cool. All the children are having a lot of fun. I think they're learning quite a bit. Along with this, it is quite interactive, so it doesn't look very boring like other people would say classrooms are all boring and that. It's looking very good. Hopefully these kids are learning something from this. Hopefully when they leave this camp, they can inspire others to join the camp as well. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm now joined by Amarpreet Singh and Swaroop Singh, both of which were just joined in a workshop. What's the workshop called, Baji?
The workshop hasn't really got a name. We just kind of do like role plays, of course, based on Santa Sabai. So today's theme was being a Santa Sabai, and we looked at and through role play and through kind of drama, being a Santa Sabai.
I must say, I had a look around. It looked very interactive for the kids. Now, what the children right now think as Sikhi as a bit boring or they don't understand it, you broke it down in a drama way. I found it really cool, very good. What would you say? Like,
I mean, it's more about. I know I'm talking in the interview, but the Singhani and the sister and the Singhani who were doing it with us, they were fantastic. And really, it's down to space. The Card School have invested in a fantastic bit of space, which lends itself really nicely to doing a kind of drama or theatrical production, whereas you can't really do something similar in just a hall. So the space and the design of the space is fantastic. I'm sure you've got shots of it, and you can see that's a really good use of space. And Guru says, Bakshish and Kirpa, we were able to utilise that space and the skills we've gathered over the years.
Final question, Baji. What was this workshop about? What was it like you were teaching the children?
So we're teaching the kids about the essence of what is to be a Sant Sipai. And it was more explaining like through a dramatic way, through a little Saki about the Sikhs and the Mughals were having their battles and talking about those real principles that Sikhs should really have about their patience and fighting for Dharam and not having the anger that shouldn't, Sikhs should lose their anger and have that daya as well. It's a very practical way for the children to actually see how the Sikh principles we should implement in our life as well.
That's very good. Maharaj Kirpa, you carry on with all this seva you're doing. From Sikh Channel, we want to thank all of you sevadars who have been coming to these camps and supporting the kids. Thank you. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat ji hun it langar hall vich sari langar di tiyari hoi hai. Sade sare sevadar ਇੱਥੇ ਖੜੇ ਹਨ ਜੋ ਲੰਗਰ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਅੱਜ ਲੰਗਰ ਲਈ ਕੀ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੈ
ਅੱਜ ਜੀ ਸਬਜ਼ੀ ਕਾਬਲੀ ਚਨੇ ਬਣੇ ਆ ਖਾਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਭਟੂਰੇ ਗੁਲਾਬ ਜਾਮੁਨ ਤੇ ਸੈਲਡ ਬਣਿਆ ਜੀ
ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਤੇ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਹ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕੈਂਪ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਉਹ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਉਹ ਖਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਹੋਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੀ ਖਾਧਾ ਜੀ
ਉਹਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੰਗੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੈਜੀਟੇਰੀਅਨ ਹੋ ਸਬਜ਼ੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਭਟੂਰੇ ਹੋਣ ਕੱਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੀਗੇ ਚਿਪਸ ਬੀਨਸ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੋਵੇ ਪੀਜ਼ਾ ਆ ਜਾਏ ਤੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਕਹਿਣਗੇ ਉਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਜੀ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ Sangat ji, now it's lunch time. As you can see, all the campus kids are now entering the langar hall. As you can see, today's chole pature. They're lining up in their lines for their own seats, and they all look very excited to have their langar whilst reciting Simran. And before they start eating, they recite the ardas, and then they start eating. Sangat ji, we're now joined with kids over here who are about to join in and have their langar. Let's ask them a few questions. So, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Are you guys looking forward to have your langar?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, what's your most favourite food that you've had so far at this camp?
Chips and beans.
Chips and beans. What about you?
Chips and beans.
Chips and beans too?
Chips and beans.
Okay. Chips and beans has been quite popular. What about you? What's your favourite food so far?
Roti.
Okay, roti. Okay, that's a different one. So you guys looking forward to have your food? Make sure you guys finish it all, okay? Guys, good. Sangaji, so the hall's getting full up now. I don't want to miss out now, so I'm going to quickly jump in and have my food. And then after this, we'll be going out and seeing a few more events outside. So yeah. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat ji, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We have now come to the end of the day. Honestly speaking, it's been such an amazing day, such an eventful day. It was absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed it. We're now here with all of our campers, all the younger campers, and of course Bhai Mandeep Singh, the main sevadar at this camp. Bhai Sahab, what would you want to say, your final words?
Final words is well done to all the children who've been in the camp, really enjoying themselves, taking part. A big thank you to all the sevadars who've taken time out in this camp. We've got over 80 sevadars helping all areas from the kitchens to the classrooms to outdoors activities, doing all sorts of jobs around the camp. So it's a great help to the sevadars. Without them, this camp would not be able to happen. So the children are very grateful as well to the sevadars for coming to making this camp put together and also helping run the camp as well. So we're going to ask the children now. Children, have you really enjoyed this camp? And if you really enjoyed it, can you say a big jakara for the camp itself? Bole Sonehal.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.